Welcome everyone. In this video we learn about AVL tree. This is a next update that we have after binary search tree. AVL stands for Adelson, Belsky, Landis. These three persons who founded this tree structure. The ultimate concept of this AVL tree is to make your binary search tree into a balanced tree structure. We know the logic of binary search tree. If you want to insert any element, it will start comparing from the root. If the comparing element is lesser than the root, it will be placed at the left side or at the left subtree. If the comparing element is greater than the root, it will be placed at the right side or at the right subtree. And remember, we don't care about whether the inserted element is formed as a complete binary tree. We know about a complete binary tree. It should be having a balance like both left and right tree should be in a same order, or at least it should be in a structured manner, structured tree structure. So to make sure to have this complete binary tree structure, we are having two types of tree. One we call it as AVL, another one in the next video we learn about red black tree. Let's learn about this AVL first. The definition, the AVL tree or height balancing binary search tree. It checks the height of the left and the right subtrees and assures that the difference is not more than 1. This difference is called the balance factor. Here the balance factor will be three numbers. We make sure the nodes should be false under these three numbers, that is a 0, 1, minus 1. That's your balancing factor that we are going to learn. Don't worry about the numbers that we are using over here. Sometimes the numbers which I am showing in the picture or which I am showing in the visualization, it differs. But make sure, according to our knowledge, when I say about balance factor, it should be either 0, 1 or minus 1. So anything below minus 1 or anything above 1 will not be considered as a balanced factor. So these are the example. This picture we say it's a balanced one. Let me tell you how we calculate that. This A and C are the leaf node and B is a root and as well as a parent for A and C. Below this A we don't have any other node, even though if you don't have anything we will be considered as 0, 0. So 0 minus 0 we get it as 0. Likewise under C we don't have anything, even though we consider as left hand sub leaf, 0 minus 0 as 0. I am come to the parent node B. It has one left tree and one right node or right tree. So 1 minus 1 we get 0. That's how it should be calculated. That means left subtree minus right subtree. Look over here. This is not a balanced one. Come over here. A, it doesn't have anything. So 0 minus 0 is 0. Come to the parent of A. We have B. Always start from the last node. Don't start from the root. When we talk about binary search tree, we started from root, but when it comes to AVL tree or red black tree, always go from the bottom of your tree structure. That means start from your leaf. Here we have 0. Now come to B. We have one left node, but we don't have any right node. So 1 minus 0 we get 1. So now go to the parent of B. We have two nodes, two left nodes, and we don't have any other node. So 2 minus 0 we get 2, and I told you it should fall under 0, 1, minus 1. Now we have 2, so we call that as a not balanced tree structure. The same happens at the right side. Here we have everything in the left side, here we are talking about the right side. Again we have a unbalanced tree structure over here, so we say it's a not balanced one. Here in the same thing which is explained in the second tree over here, the left subtree of C has height 2, it has a height 2, and right subtree has height 0. So the difference is 2. The right we have 0, left we have 2, so the difference is 2. In the third tree, the right subtree of A has height 2, here we have 2, and the left is missing. So 2 minus 0, the difference is 2. So the AVL tree permits difference balance factor to be only 1. So that means your height of the left subtree minus height of the right subtree. Be very careful. We have to take the largest height. Say for example, below this B, if I have another two nodes, that will be the highest one. that is the deepest tree structure, we have to consider that. Instead of going for CBA, I have to go for CB and the other two nodes over here. That will be considered as the deepmost or the leftmost subtree. We see that with an example one by one. Before that, how we have to make this rotation. Here I am talking about this a not balanced tree structure. So, if we have a not balanced tree structure, what we have to do? We have to make some rotations. That is what we are going to see. We learn about avial rotation. There are 4 categories. One we call it as left rotation, and then right rotation, left right rotation, and right left rotation. This left and right rotations are single rotation, where left right and right left are double rotations. You can see the first 2 rotations are single rotation and the next 2 rotations are double rotation. To have an unbalanced tree, we at least need a tree of height 2. With this simple tree, let us understand them one by one. So, first we learn about what is left rotation. Look at the picture. When you have nodes that is cumulated at the right side, and if it is a unbalanced tree, right, when you have more nodes at the right side, and if you see any unbalanced tree structure, then you have to follow the left rotation. You have to make a left rotate. That means here this A is the unbalanced one. Here B is fine, C is fine, but these two, when you are calculating it, this A becomes unbalanced one. So, you have to make a left rotate. You have to bring this A to the left side. You can see here I am making a left rotation. So, A comes here, B goes to the top. See, B comes as a parent and A and C becomes the children of B. So, this is my right unbalanced tree, and if you have a right unbalanced tree, you have to make a left rotation, and finally you get a balanced tree structure, right. And next is right rotation. Here we have everything cumulated at the left side, left unbalanced tree. So, if you have everything cumulated at the left side and if it is an unbalanced tree, you have to make a right rotation. See, you have to make a right rotation. So, B goes to the top and C comes to the bottom. So, B, A, C. So, B becomes a parent of A and C. So, this is all single rotation. I am just making left and right rotations here. Now, look at a situation. See, you have a tree structure something like this. Imagine we have some subtree. Don't consider this C as a root. Think this is a parent, C is a parent of A and A is a parent of B, some tree structure. Okay. And consider this is the new node which I have inserted. B is the new node which I have inserted. A node has been inserted into the right subtree. So, that is inserted to the right subtree of the left subtree. You can see A is the left of C and B is the right of A. Alright, a node has been inserted into the right subtree of the left subtree. This makes C an unbalanced node. See, for this parent, we have 2 at the left, but 0 at the right. So, that means 2 minus 0, it is 2. Again, it is an unbalanced one, but remember this is not in one angle, it is not at the left side or not at the right side. One node is at left, another node is at right. Right. So, this we call it as a left-right rotation. So, we need a rotation called left-right rotation, as because the nodes are like this. It is in the left and as well as in the right. We first perform the left rotation on the left subtree of C. Now, come to the bottom, take this AB. You have to make a left rotation. That is your first thing. We have to make a left rotation. So, if you make a left rotation, consider only A and B. If you make a left rotation, A comes down and B comes at the top. Look here, A comes down, B comes at the top. Now, C is still unbalanced. Now, you can see all are placed at the left side. So, this remains our previous structure, tree structure. You can see left unbalanced tree. So, if you have a left unbalanced tree, what we do? We make a right rotation. So, that is what we are doing. So, we shall now right rotate the tree, making B the new root node of this subtree. So, I am making a right subtree, right rotation. B goes to the top and A and C becomes the children of B. Please be very careful when you have a situation like this. If a subtree is unbalanced and if you see a left and right subtrees, make sure you make a left rotation first and then go for the right rotation. And the next is right left rotation. It is a quite mirror image of the previous category. You can see B is the new node which I am inserting. A node has been inserted to the left subtree of the right subtree. It's a quite opposite of the previous category. So first we have to consider again the same thing, like first we have to look for this BC. Instead of making a left, we have to make a right rotation. You can see here I am making a right rotation. That means B comes up and C goes down. See, it comes everything at the right side. So it remains a first rotation. See, if everything is at the right side and if it is unbalanced, we have to make a left rotation. So everything comes to the right, and now we are making a left rotation. So when you make a left rotation, B goes to the top, A and C become the children of B. So when you have any subtree like this, and if it is unbalanced, make sure you are doing the right rotation first and then go for left rotation. So it's all matters how it is located into, like if it falls under left right or if it is falling under right left. So keeping all this in mind, let's see a small example how to insert all these elements one by one, and as well as we see how to remove the element from the complete AVL tree structure. The first element is 14. So that will be inserted and that will be your root node, and next we are going to insert 17. So this 17 will be compared with 14. Please remember, while you insert, we still follow binary search tree, because AVL tree is nothing but a subsidiary of your binary search tree. AVL is helping you to balance your binary search tree structure. Now 17 is greater than 14, so 17 should fall under the right side of 14. Now check for the balanced tree structure. Now 14 left side we don't have anything, but right side we have 1. So 0 minus 1 is minus 1. It is balanced. Now go for 11. 11 is lesser than 14, so it will be inserted at the left side. Now check whether it is balanced. Of course, 1 minus 1, 0. It is balanced. Now go for 7. It is less than 14 and less than 11. So it will be placed at the left side of 11. It is placed. Now check whether it is balanced. Here it is 0. Here for this 11, 1 minus 0, it is 1. And for 14, 2 minus 1, it is 1. It is balanced, no problem. Now go for 53. It is greater than 14 and greater than 17. So that means it will be placed at the right side of 17. Now check here 0 and here 0, and here 1 minus 0 is 1. Here 0 minus 1 is minus 1. And here 2 minus 2, it is 0. Okay. And please don't ever take this minus 1 and 1 for this 14. This minus 1 and 1 is make sure that whether this particular parent is a balanced one, and then remove this values minus 1, 1. That's not going to be taken forwarded for the root. Don't ever do that. When it comes to the root, take as a whole 1, 2 minus 1, 2. So 2 minus 2, 0. Now we go for 4. Less than 14, less than 11, less than 7, it falls to the left side of 7. Now look here, it is 0, and here 1 minus 0, 1, and here 2 minus 0, we get 2. So this node is not a proper balanced tree structure. That means below to this 7, 4, 11, all three together, it is not a balanced tree structure. And look, all these three nodes falls at the left side. So if everything falls at the left side, we have to go for the right rotation. We have to rotate this to the right side. Remember, I am considering this 11, 7 and 4 as because this 11 is not in a balanced format. So the respective below nodes 7 and 4 all falls on the left side. So I am making a right rotation. So if I make a right rotation, 7 goes up, 4 comes to the left side of 7 and 11 goes to the right side of 7. See, here is a problem. And after rotating, I get like this. Now you can check, we have 1, 2, 1, 2. So 2 minus 2, 0, we don't have any problem. Now go for 13. 13 is lesser than 14. It's greater than 7. Again, it's greater than 11. So it goes to the right side of 11. Now check whether it's a balanced one. For 11, 0 minus 1 minus 1, no problem. For 7, 1 minus 2 minus 1, no problem. For 14, 1 to go for the deepest one. Don't take these two, go for the deepest one. 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 2 minus 1. Again, we don't have any problem. Now I am going to insert one more element 12, which is lesser than 14, greater than 7 and greater than 11, but lesser than 13. So it falls at the left side of 13. Now look for the balance factor. For 13, 1 minus 0, 1. For 11, 0 minus 2, it is minus 2. So minus 2 is not a balanced factor. So here is a problem. So 11 is not a balanced one. So take the respective notes, that is 13 and 12. Look at the order it is placed. From this 11, we have right and left subtree. So we have to make a guess that we have to go for right, left. So fourth case. So if it is right, left, first I have to go for this 12, 13. First make a right rotation. If I make a right rotation, 12 comes here, 13 goes down. You can see 12 comes here, 13 goes down. Now I have to make a left rotation. Still it is not a balanced one. I have to make a left rotation. So 11 comes down, 12 goes up. So 11 comes to the left side of 12 and 13 will be at the right side of 12. Still it's not a balanced one. So 12, 11, 13. Now check again. 12, 1 minus 1, 0, no problem. For 7, 1 minus 2 minus 1, no problem. For 14, 1, 2, 3. Either take these 3 or take this 3. 1, 2, 3 minus 2 is minus 1. It is balanced. Now Abel tree is balanced. Now one more element. Now insert 8. 8 is lesser than 14, greater than 7, lesser than 12, again lesser than 11. So it comes to the left side of 11. Now let's check the balance factor. For 11, 1 minus 0, 1. For 12, 2 minus 1, 1. For 7, 1 minus 3. Look for the deepest one. For 7, 1 minus 3. So we get minus 2, that is not a balanced one. Now look what all affecting this particular node. Here it is one node, we don't have any problem. The affecting nodes are 12 and 11, isn't it? So affecting nodes are 12 and 11. Now again right and left, right and left. So now we have to go to this. I have to make a right rotation. 12 should come down, 11 should go up. But remember, right side I have a node. If 11 goes up, what happens? 12 comes down and below this 12 we have 13. Now look at the problem. Here is a problem. So right, left. So I have to make a right rotation to this 11 and 12. So 11 will go up, 12 will come down. See, 11 goes up, 12 comes down. Compare with the previous one, 8 and 13 as it is. Okay. Now again these 3. So we have to consider these 3. It's not in a balanced format. So we have to make a left rotation. Right is over. Now we have to make a left rotation. So 7 and 4 will come down. 11 will go to the top. Now look here, this 8 is attached to 11. So if 7 and 4 is going down, the 8 will join along with this 7 and that will be placed at the right side of 7. 8 will be placed at the right side of 7. As because this 11 is going to the top of the tree structure. Okay. So listen carefully. I am making a left rotation, 11 goes up, 7 and 4 comes down, 8 will join with 7. See, 11 goes up, 8 joined with 7 according to the binary search tree concept. Okay. Please, if you have any doubt, please play back again and understand what I am trying to say here. We are following right, left rotation. If it is a right, left rotation, first you have to make a right rotation with 11 and 12. Once it is done, and then I have to make a left rotation. So 7 should come down, 11 should go up. Okay. Now check the balance factors. For 7, 1 minus 1, 0. For 12, 0 minus 1, minus 1. For 11, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 minus 2, 0. For 14, for 17, 0 minus 1, minus 1. For 14, go to the deepest one, either 11, 12, 13, or 11, 7, 8, or 11, 7, 4, all having a same height. So 3 minus 2, minus 1. Now the Abel tree is balanced. So now let's see about how to remove an element. I am going to remove 53 here. If I remove 53, now check what happens with the balancing factor. 3 minus 1, I get minus 2. You may be asking, here we have 3 options. Either I can go first 11, 7, 4, or 11, 7, 8, or 11, 12, 13. So with this 14, any one height should be considered. And please remember, always try to take a easiest path. If you take 14, 11, 12, you have to make two rotations, that is left, right, isn't it? That means you have to take a left rotation and then right rotation. It takes two rotation. Instead of that, go for the easiest one. You can take 11, 7 and 4, this path. Okay. So 14, 11, 7. Since this is what we have the problem, here is where we get minus, 2, 3 minus 1, 2 we are getting. So let me take 11, 7 instead of 11, 12. So 14, 11, 7. So it's all in the left side. If we are all in the left side, we have to make a right rotation. So if I make a right rotation, 11 will go up, 14 and 17 comes down. And remember, the right side of 11 we have 12 and 13. These 12 and 13 will join together with this 14. Since 14 will come down, 11 will become the root. This 12 and 13 will be joined with 14. Now look, here is a problem. Now I made a rotation. See this 7, 4, 8 joined with 11. It's all in the left side. And this 12, 13 joined with this 14. Since 14 dropped down, when it is dropping down, 17 will come to the left side, 12 and 13 comes to the right side. Okay, it comes to the left side. Since 12 and 13 is lesser than 14, it should be at the left side. Now I am going to remove the root node. If I remove the root node, in binary search tree, we follow something different. Like we follow, if we have one child, or if it is having two children, we learned quite different logic while we are deleting a node in a binary search tree. What if you are removing a root node? We didn't see that in the previous video. What happens if you remove a root node? Listen here, if you are removing a root node in a binary search tree, the leftmost highest value, look at the leftmost subtree and pick the highest value, that is 8 is the highest one, that will be replaced here. Look, see 8 comes here. So remove 11, replace it with the largest in its left branch. Okay, the largest is 8, that is placed here. Now remove 8. If I remove 8, again look at the largest one, we have 7. So 7 will be placed here, 7 comes here. Now we didn't check about the balance factor over here. So when I remove 11, 8 comes here, isn't it? So 8 is replaced. Now look for the balancing factor. 2 minus 3, the highest one is 3. So 2 minus 3 minus 1, it's a balanced one. If I remove 8, 7 is placed in the place of 8. Now we have 4. Now it is not in a balanced factor. Since 1 minus 3 we get minus 2. So we get minus 2. Again we have 2 paths, 2 or 3 paths, I am sorry, 1, 2, no, we have only one single path, isn't it? 14, 12, 13. If I take 14 and 17, it becomes 2. We can't take the 2 nodes, we have to take the deepmost one. So that is, we have only one option, 7, 14, 12, 13. And the balancing factor problem is in this particular node. So I have to take the immediate next node and immediate next node, the following path node. So 7, 14, 12. Look at here, right, left, right and left. So that means I have to take the left rotation, right rotation over here. So if I make a right rotation, 12 goes up and 14 comes down. So here's the problem, 12 goes up, 14 comes down. When 14 comes down, this 13 will join along with 14. Since this becomes the parent, I have to make sure 13 falls at the left side of 14. See, for 13 falls on the left side of 14 and 12 becomes the parent. Now right rotation is fine. Now go for left rotation. So 7 comes down, 12 goes up. Okay, 7 comes down, 12 goes up. Now you can check it is a balanced tree. So this is how we have to insert or remove any element in a AVL tree. It's a binary search tree, but we are using a AVL concept to make sure it is a balanced tree structure. The major reason for using AVL, I think you have witnessed all this by looking at these examples. We are making the tree structure as simple as possible. Instead of stretching the tree nodes, we are making it into a compact one to make it as a balanced binary tree. So I am going to show you one visualization. That link will be provided to you. That's something we are doing live by inserting every element into that particular visualization, and that's going to give you how we have to compare and how we have to make the rotations on it own. Let's see that. And here is a visualization. You have options over here like insert, delete, find. You can give your own values and you can find it out how to insert, how to delete, and how to find the element in a AVL tree. And here you have option like pass, skip back, step back. Anywhere if you have any doubt, you can skip back and again you can insert or delete and find out what exactly happened. And please make sure you have a speed over here. You can see something that moves here and there. Make sure that you are keeping the leftmost one so that the motion will be quite slow, or else it goes in a fast motion. Alright, so make sure you want to view very slowly. So reduce the speed size and then start inserting. So let me insert one by one. 15, that will be my root node. I press insert. So that's my root node. And the numbers which you are giving over here, please neglect that. Here they don't follow this 0, 1, 2, -1. They are not sticking to that. But we know how to find the difference between two nodes. So stick to that which I taught you. Nextly, I am inserting 20. If I insert 20, that will be compared with this 15. 20 is greater than 15, so that will be inserted to the right side of 15. Inserting 20, looking it's greater than 15, so it will be placed at the right side. Now it looks for the balancing factor. 0 minus 1, here we get -1. Neglect this 2 and 1 and all. 0 minus 1, we get -1. It's a balanced one. Next, let me insert 24. Now 24 is greater than 15, again greater than 20. Again will be inserted at the right side of 20. Now it compares with 15, greater, compares with 20, again greater. So it will be placed at the right side of 20. Now it looks for the balancing factor. Okay. Now look here. It's 0 minus 2. Here we have 2, here we have 0. So 0 minus 2, I get -2. -2 is not a balance factor. So I have to rotate it. Now you can see all are in the right side. So if everything is in the right side, single rotation, that means single left rotation. You can see single rotate left. So if I make a left rotation, 20 goes to the top, 15 left side, 24 right side. Rotated. Now it's in a balanced form. Let me insert 10. 10 is lesser than 20 and lesser than 15. It will be placed to the left side of 15. Now the balancing factor 2 minus 1 is 1. So we don't have any problem. You don't need to go for any rotation. Next, I am inserting 13. 13 is lesser than 20, again lesser than 15, but greater than 10. So that means right side of 10 is where the 13 is going to be placed. It's lesser than 20, lesser than 15, but greater than 10. Place at the right side of 10. Now look for the balancing factor. Okay. Now look here. Here it's a leaf. Doesn't matter. So this is the parent node. For 10, 0 minus 1 minus 1. For 15, 2 minus 0. Right side I don't have anything. So 2 minus 0, I get 2. So that's not a balanced one. Here is where I have problems. So I have to take the respective below nodes, that is 10 and 13. You can see left, right, left and right. First I have to consider these two. First we go for the left rotation. 13 goes up, 10 comes down. And then I make a right rotation. 10 goes up, 13 at the left side, 15 at the right side. Remember this visualization, it won't go step by step. It takes a 2 rotation immediately. You can see double rotate to the right side. First go for left rotate and finally go for right rotate. If you do so, 10 will go to the top and 13 left side, 15 right side. Yeah, we make a right rotation, isn't it? So just I'll show that again. Since we are placing 13, let's make sure 15 it's less than, okay, and again 10, 13 is greater, we place at the right side and we compare each and every node, and here we have the problem. Okay, you can see it made double rotation, so you can work it out slowly. Here it's going double rotation in one single video, so you can able to understand how it is done. But you know the procedure. First go for, if it is a left right, go for left rotation first and then right rotation. If it is right left, go for right rotation and then go for left rotation. Okay. Now look for the balance factor. Left side we have 2, right side we have 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. The next element is 7. 7 is a small element, lesser than 20, lesser than 13, lesser than 10. So placed at the left side of 10. It will be placed at the left side of 10. Now look for the balanced factor. When it comes to 10, 1 minus 0, 1, no problem. When it comes to 13, 2 minus 1, 1, again no problem. When it comes to 20, we have 3 minus 1, we get 2. The problem is over here. Listen, 20, 13, 10. These three will be having a problem. Compass, no problem. Again, compass with a root, we have a problem. Right? You can see 20, 13, 10, all in the left side. So everything if in the left side, we go for single rotation, and if it is in the left side, we make a right rotation. So if I make a right rotation, 20 comes down, 13 will go to the root, and 10 will be the left side. So 13 will be the root, 10 at the left, 20 at the right. Okay. Now if you check 2 minus 2, 0, it's balanced. Now let me insert 30. 30 is greater than 13, greater than 20, greater than 24. So place at the right side of 24. Greater than 13, greater than 20, and greater than 24. So place at the right side of 24. Now check the balance factor. And here 0 minus 1 minus 1. Here 1 minus 2 minus 1. Here 2 minus 3 minus 1. We don't have any problem in the balance factor. It's perfectly balanced. Next, let me insert 36. Again, it's a largest element. It will be placed at the right side of 30. Start comparing from 13 and 20, and then 24. Again with 30, it will be placed at the right side of 30. Now look for the balancing factor. Here 0 minus 1 minus 1, here 0 minus 2, here I get minus 2. The problem arises in this node. So that means 24, 30, 36. These three are having problem. Just check. Now I have to make a singly rotate left. Since all comes to the right side, I make a singly left rotation. So if I make a left rotation, 24 comes down, 30 goes up. Now again check for the tree structure. Balance factor. Here we have 1, 2. So 1 minus 2 minus 1. Here 2 minus 3. That deepmost one, 1, 2, 3. Either take these 3 or these 3. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Again we don't have any problem. It's again a balanced tree structure. So let me insert a last element, 25, greater than 13, greater than 20, but lesser than 30, but greater than 24. So it comes to the right side of 24. It compares with 13, 20, 30 is lesser, so come to the left side, 24 it's greater, to place at the right side of 24. Now check the balancing factor. For 24, 0 minus 1 minus 1. For 30 we have 2, we have 1. 2 minus 1, we get 1. Now come here 1 and go for the deepest one. Here left side we have 1, right side 1, 2, 3. So 1 minus 3, we get minus 2. So that means the problem is over here. Remember, the problem is with 20, 30 and 24. So let's check that. 30 no problem. When it goes to 20, we have a problem. See, the problem is over here. The red color arrow, 20, 30 and 24. Right, left. So right, left rotation. first you go for the right rotation with these two. So 24 goes up, 30 comes down, okay, and then I have to make a left rotation. So 20 comes down, 24 goes at the top. So it all happens in a single rotation. Please take a paper or just understand how I explained you the two rotations. First go for right rotation, 24 goes up, 30 comes down, and then go for left rotation, 24 goes up and 20 comes down. So that means 24 directly goes up and 20 comes down. See? Alright, now check the balancing factor again. Here 2 minus 2 0, here again 2 minus 3 minus 1, it's balanced. Alright, hope you are clear about this ABL tree. You can use this visualization, you can use any numbers. If you have any doubt, if you want to remove any element, if you want to find anything, use this particular visualization. It's really good. It will help you to understand how we are making all these rotations, left, right, right, left, 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 right, right. All these rotations will be quite easy for you. And regarding this program, make sure the functions that you are using is very important. And obviously, we have a lot of iteration to be used here. When it comes to the examination, don't go for the entire program. You don't need to write the entire program. Just understand how the insert algorithm or insert pseudocode works. That's more than enough. If they are very particular to ask you about the code, then go for the code that to explain the insert or delete function. If they are asking about the pseudocode or algorithm, just go step by step procedure, what all we have to do over here and how to make all this into a perfect tree structure or a balanced tree structure. Okay. So, the next video we learn about the other category, we use the same binary search tree. Here we say how to use AVL to make it as a balanced tree structure. The same way we use red black tree, it is also another type to apply in the binary search tree to make it into a balanced tree structure. I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.